Hi guys, welcome to the channel Weight Loss Mindset, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps the channel. And before I get started, I'm not a doctor, don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey, so please do your homework first. And welcome to week 220. I went all the way back in my ketogenic journey. I officially started my journey in the middle part of August of that year at 325 pounds, and I'm having a terribly bad year this year, and I decided to go back to keto. And so today's topic is, getting back on track after a holiday. Boy, and I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. We certainly did. My sister did come over. We had a 20-pound turkey that I bought, and cooked it. I got it going around 5:30 in the morning, 6, and we ate early. We ate around 12 o'clock, and had a nice day with her. And I actually bought an extra turkey, and I ended up giving it to her. I was just a little bit upset this year. Our favorite stuffing there, the Berg stuffing company, after been in business since 1876. They went out of business, and so I can no longer get the stuffing, and it goes on eBay for giggles to see whether or not I can get it on eBay. Somebody selling a $3 box of stuffing for $40 a box. Yeah, that ain't happening. So let's hope at some point somebody will come in and maybe not so much take over the company, but buy the recipe from them so they can continue making the product. And then, but kind of what they did with the Hostess cupcakes, because I can remember when Hostess went out of business, and a lot of people were panicking. I was seeing boxes of Twinkies, Hostess cupcakes going on eBay for $100 a box. So it. Who knows, right? But my wife likes that, and I will eat just a little bit of it, but not much of it. But we did buy the Pepperidge Farm stuffing mix, and I didn't like it at all. I thought it was really gross. But maybe it was just the way she fixed it up. I mean, so let me know in the show more when you do go off plan, when you're doing Thanksgiving, or whether you make your own stuffing. I'm sure it's pretty much easy to make stuffing. I've been going on not YouTube a lot, but YouTube a lot for other recipes and stuff. But on the Food Network, the Pioneer Woman, she's got a fantastic channel. She's gotten like about 40 seasons now on the show. And I've been going back to all the older recipes, and I could convert a lot of them over to low carb and for keto. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I decided after a couple meetings with Weight Watchers, I don't need Weight Watchers. I never really did. I just wanted to see if it was a possibility. And I learned a lot on the ketogenic lifestyle, and I know why that I screwed up. And, like again, I'm not having any pity parties, but, the economy sucked this year, and I can't put it any other way. And so we're going to get back on track with keto. We're going to go back to old school keto. And I was looking at some of Jess's older videos from Keto Rewind. I originally got involved with her channel back in 2020. She was the first subscriber that I followed along when I started my YouTube channel when I was changing times. So I'm going back to every one of her earliest videos. I think she said in the first video she was like currently like where I am now, my current body weight, and I wanted to know what she had done and what I had done at the very beginning when I started losing my body weight, and I was kind of comparing my notes with hers from my earlier videos, and she is right. If you go to keto and get your body into ketosis, and you eat the fewer carbs, like 20 in net carbs or less a day, you're going to be successful at it. And then, and of course, it all depends on how heavy you are as to how much weight you lose, and the quicker you lose weight and all that good stuff. And so when I can remember like my very first week on keto, I had lost around 11 to 12 pounds, and I was well on my way. And I was really happy about it, and I was counting my carbs, and then I watched another video of hers, and I had forgotten about the fasting part of it, and how I used to be successful also was, like this morning, for instance, when I got up, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had some eggs after about an hour or so. I had three eggs. I made scrambled eggs, and I had sausages, right? And I had like 6 sausages and 3 eggs, and when I figured it all out in carb manager, that's That's almost like 11 carbs that I had. So, and if you're doing 20 net carbs a day, that's already half of my meal. And so now I'm going to have another meal at noontime, and then I'll probably have something else late at nighttime again, you know. So, and that's why I've had a issue going on with my, you know, why I had the weight gain over the last year or so. And so what I want to do is I want to go back to old school keto, which is going back to the 16 to 8 fasting, the way she explained it. I was doing 11 in the morning, but you know, if she does it, I don't know if she's still doing fasting or not, but I'll have to check some of her latest videos. And I got the link below to show more, by the way. And I'll put it up in the description card. So I ended up going to like a 18, when I was doing 16 and 1 fast, 16 8 fasting. It allows you to eat you can eat what you're going to eat over the course of that 8-hour window of opportunity, because you know, you don't have to count your sleeping time, and you know, get a coffee in the morning, what you usually do, and so that sort of thing. You know, if you're into juice, I suppose you could probably have a juice or not, but you know, just be respectable and be mindful that if you have an orange juice packs carbs, and you know, and because it's got the hidden sugars in it and all that, same way with apples. That's why when I wanted to think about the Weight Watchers, I go, geez, well, I can have all that stuff, or I can have all that stuff anyways. But if I continue having all that stuff, I'm going to continue being heavy, which I don't want to do. And the whole goal of it is to get my weight down again. Now, over the last 4 years, or 4.5 years, or the 220 weeks, I had my weight down at one point to 200 pounds. And I don't know what happened. I just kind of like didn't give a crap about it anymore. And then I did, and then I didn't, and then of course, and eventually I am at where my current weight is now. I'm in the 280 range, and I need to get rid of this weight, guys. It's killing me. It's hurting my back again. It's hurting my knees again. So speaking of knees, I was last night. I was doing some nighttime photography. I'll probably have a video, a photograph of it behind me for the my thumbnail maybe. But I'm getting out of the car and I'm snapshotting a nice photograph, and I'll have that particular photograph that I took a photograph of. So I'm walking to my car and I fell. So what happened was my foot grabbed the hold of the ground because I couldn't see because it was dark and it was nighttime. The lighting was poor, and I scraped my knee to crap, and got a really bad bruise on my knee. And I was really, really like shaky like for a while until I settled down. And I was just thankful that I didn't break anything, you know, and because I just had 2 hips out in the last 3 years, and I don't want any issues with that. So, and then, of course, last night it was kind of mild, and the temperature was in the 30s, but it wasn't gusty or anything like that. So I went out and I did some nighttime street photography, and I just, you know, I drove downtown, and I you know, because they got it all lit up now at nighttime for Christmas time. You know, we in the lower common area in the new design, they got a Christmas tree right in the middle now, and that's not staying there, but it's just for the season. So what the mayor will do is after we have the stroll and the parade, he'll light that up, and you know, and it's supposed to be quite a little bit different this year. He said they're gonna have a little more floats and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and I usually film that stuff there, and I got my my selfie stick. And I'm going to be using that to film, because I'm not going to take a tripod with me, and I can just stand with the crowd and don't have to worry about anybody tripping over my my tripod or anything. And like, again, I don't do anything for the studio, and I know they'll be there, but I don't care about what they I'm going to do my own thing. And, you know, share that video out with you guys afterwards. I'm still working on the trees for the Festival of Trees. I got to go back to the City Hall this week and grab out some photographs and stuff. Yeah, so, you know, other than that, Thanksgiving was a good Thanksgiving. I guess, again, we ate what we wanted to eat, and we had, my sister came over, she gave me a scratch ticket and everything, and I felt bad for her because she's struggling too, like we all are right now. And, you know, I'm a little more well off now than what I have been in a while, but I'm not paying any credit cards right now, you know, I just, you know, just paying just the bare minimum. And, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, we're hoping at some point this coming year, when the new guy takes over, when the great financial reset happens, you know, we should be okay. But, yeah, so I'm going to be doing keto again. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be. What I want to do is I want to create a whole new channel, but I'm going to wait till I get my new phone first. Even though this is the new phone that I'm using, I'm going to be getting a new phone with a new phone number, and then I'm going to be doing a whole new keto channel. But and that'll come probably around January. And when I do the new channel, I'll let you know what the new channel name is. So if you got any suggestions for me, let me know. I don't want it to be known as Ron's Keto Cafe anymore or anything like that, because people think I'm running a coffee shop, which I'm not, but I just happen to like the name that somebody picked for me, yeah, so I know there's some subscriptions I haven't paid yet on YouTube, so just bear with me with those memberships. I just haven't had the money for that stuff. I know it's a small amount, but my money is pinched right now, right to the penny for the rent, and my rent comes first over YouTube or any other thing right now. And it is what it is. Again, I'm kind of struggling. So speaking of struggling, I was shopping last week, a couple of weeks ago, with my wife at Marshall's, and while I was shopping and I bought a couple of items, I asked the girl in the register, "How do you get hired over here anyways?" She said, "Well, you got to apply online." And I said, "Well, I apply online to all the stores and nobody called me up." So anyways, okay, so for giggles, I go home and I fill out all the online application process, and a few days later, I get an email from Marshall. They were interested in me. So I went down, did the interview, and she told me that they usually interview you twice. And then a couple of days later, I get an email from them. They wanted me to go back for a second interview. And the second interview lasted over 2 hours, which is really kind of unheard of for an interview. And two girls interviewed me, and we talked and about my previous jobs and what I did, and told them I was a store manager at one point. Now we're going back to the 1980s for that particular job, and I did that to the 1990s, and then I ended up going to a cable company shop, and I did a quality control for them for many years, and now I'm fully retired and I can work as many hours as I can. But here's what the deal is: my rent goes up if they find out about it, and then they pay the same as everybody else. And so we're going to keep the job just seasonable right now. When they hire me, she said, all we need from you is to fill out the rest of the paperwork online, which I did, and that is for the Corey check. So when the Corey check goes through, yeah, so everything looks good there. And then I mentioned that if I could still get Friday night off, and when I got my wife's got a scheduled appointment for her kidneys, and they're okay with that. So it could be good, and I only really want to work 2 or 3 days a week, if that. And then I asked her about, well, how does your schedule run? She said, well, they usually start like at 7:30 in the morning, the employees, and even though they don't open up before 10, the people that go in the morning, they set up the store, they make sure the store is, well organized, and if they need to stock the clothing and that sort of thing, they do, and they assign everybody whatever they're going to do for that particular day. And the shifts usually only run 6 hours, she was telling me, and per employee, and then they ended up, and you get a 45-minute lunch break. And so I'll probably run the cash register and that sort of thing, and whatever they want me to do, and I'm told I'm fine with that, and I just don't want to do. I'd love to work 40 hours a week again. They do have full-time employees, but I'm not after full-time. I'm just the holiday season would be fine. I was telling her it'll run to the end of January. And she said that beyond that, if you want to stay on as an employee part-time or something like that, we could probably do that. The biggest thing that those stores want is just somebody to show up on time and don't screw up, and don't give anybody a hard time, And I never give anybody a hard time, But we had bingo Friday night. We came up short quite a bit Friday night. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it when she told me how much, and I never had that issue before. We did have an issue one night. We were short over $200-something, but we missed a whole sleeve of pull tabs. And so hopefully that'll straighten itself out at some point. But I don't know. It makes me wonder about doing that anymore. But I got to have a talk with the bingo manager again. And when the state audit comes in and audits the charity in another week or two, I'm going to ask her if she can go over that particular week and see if he screwed up somewhere, and the money might show up somewhere else, But hey, if we screw up, we screw up. It is what it is. We all make mistakes. I wasn't the only one selling boot tabs. There was 3 of us, and we all make mistakes. but it is what it is. So I'm just happy to be helping out, happy to get days off and all that. But I screwed up over the course of the last 11, the whole year actually. I was going to do my New Year's resolution, but why wait the New Year's resolution to start a weight loss journey? There's no time like the present. And so, that's what we're going to do going forward. We're going back to keto. We're going back to old school keto. We're going back to 68 fasting. I'll start eating on my meals around 11 to 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'll cut it off at 6 o'clock at nighttime. Jess was cutting her off at 7. And the way she was explaining it to me, the longer you fast, the more successful chance you're going to have to lose the weight. So, and of course, because she's got 2 young kids, and now they're probably like in the teenage years. When she started, they were very young, and she picked up a significant amount of weight after the pregnancies. And my weight all started in my teenage years when I went to school, when I went to grammar school, and went over to I never went to junior high. I went to junior high school, but I never went to high school. And again, kids used to bully me, and and all that sort of thing. And food eventually became my best friend, like it currently is all the time. But the problem is when I fall into a depression because of what's going on with everything, I want to eat, and all of a sudden I like food that I know I shouldn't be eating, but something in the back of my mind tells me go ahead and eat it and you'll be fine. But I don't want to do that no more. So I got quite a number of topics we're going to be talking about over the next 3 or 4 videos, and I'm going to be cleaning out when I wipe all my pantry out again. We're going to go shopping next month with some more keto supplies, and it'll be, when I go shopping for those supplies, it'll be strictly keto. What I may do is when I bring my mobile camera with me, I'll hook up my little I got a little clamp that I can clamp right onto the grocery carriage and just film what I'm putting into the carriage, so like a grocery haul, and to help you guys out. And it should be fun, and I'll do some of those, and do some keto meals, and but let me know on the channel name what you guys think I could probably do for a new channel name for coming up in the new year. And also before we go, I wanted to show you something. I might set this up as a premiere. On these IM cards, that I was talking about, my other videos, let's randomly pick one and see if we can talk about it. Now, I've looked through some of these, but I didn't mix them up or anything, so I'm just going to randomly pull one out. Okay, that's the one we're going to eat, just like a tarot card reader. Do you believe in that tarot card bull crap? I don't. That tastes good like coffee. So this is I am. It says I am mindful. I guess that's probably best describes what I am for today. Mindful. It says I understand the impact my energy has on the world. Wow, they're kind of like pretty cool, huh? What I basically talked about today. So everything I talked about today could relate to that card, and. So anyways, I hope you continue to support Ron over here at Weight Loss Mindset. Took me a while to get used to the new name, and I'm going to continue on with the weight loss journey. I'll be posting some newer videos up as we go along here, and wish me luck on that job front that I'm going to be endeavoring pretty soon, and hopefully the charity will eventually straighten out with that, and we'll figure out what's going on with that. And because I take it on the chin every time we go to bingo, and I asked the girl there, I said, Wendy, well, how much are we okay tonight on the charity? She said, yeah, you guys are short 20 or 30. It seems like lately it's been happening an awful lot lately. I don't know if I'm messing up or not, or if one of those guys are messing up, but there's 3 or 4 of us selling the pull tabs, and you can't blame one without blaming it on the other one. We're all responsible. But so we'll see what happens after this week, and if something changes on that, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, my wife didn't win anything again. Now there's 3 weeks in a row now she hasn't won anything. So let's hope December will be a better month for her. And I guess that's all I got to say this time around. But anyways, I can't thank you guys and gals enough for following Ron and now weight loss mindset. And I really like the new name, but again, I'm thinking about a whole new channel coming up in January. I just got to be clever on a name. without infringing somebody else's copyrighted name. But yeah, so that's about it. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Have an amazing day.